All right. Here we are for the live stream post-match reaction of the game week 9 that just got completed. Wow, what a week that was! An amazing week of tremendous fixtures. We had big games like the Manchester City versus Burnley, Manchester United versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Norwich City. So many big games and a lot of topics to discuss as well. We are going live, guys. Just wanted to let you guys know that we are going live both in YouTube as well as Twitch at this point in time. So you can catch us both, in YouTube and Twitch. But meanwhile, it's always nice to be here and talk to you guys about the games that just happened um, in this particular week's fixtures, amazing fixtures as well. So let us probably go one by one. And where do we start first, guys? Let us probably start with the Chelsea Norwich game, or maybe we'll start in the order, right? Aston Villa, Arsenal. A very good game. I expected Aston Villa to be a bit more comfortable and probably go for a draw or maybe even a win, right, against Arsenal, because we all know that Arsenal has been not the Arsenal that we are used to seeing in the past. So maybe Aston Villa just missed a trick there. They could have got a point at least out there, but Aston Villa versus Arsenal, Arsenal managed to sneak 3 points. 3-1 was the score line there, and a very good 3 points, a very well deserved 3 points for Arsenal. That is how we started off this particular week, and a very good start for Arsenal with goal contributions from just a second. Yep, goal contributions from Thomas Partey, a centre defensive midfielder for Arsenal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he's been scoring pretty much in every single game that Arsenal is playing right now. So he is in good form, and that is exactly that is getting reflected at this point in time. And we also have Emil Smith-Rowe as one of the scorers at 56th minute. Emil Smith-Rowe has been very good for Arsenal, guys. Let's be honest about it. Emil Smith-Rowe has been very, very good for Arsenal, and he's been doing a tremendous job for Arsenal. He's been playing every match, game in and game out, and he's been putting up putting a very stellar performance and a very good result as well. And he deserves to be in the starting lineup for Arsenal at this point in time, and he is doing a great job at that. So Emil Smith-Rowe with the third goal, and the game. The only scorer that Aston Villa had in this game was Jacob Ramsey. So they kind of missed it. The game. The only scorer that Aston Villa had. Sorry about that. I just got some echo there. Yeah, like I was telling you guys, Aston Villa ended up with the 3 points to Arsenal. So with that, Arsenal are now part of the top 10 teams in the Premier League at this moment. I guess they're still at the 11th or 12th spot, but it puts them in a firm position to finish top 10 in the league. And when we talk about Arsenal, top 10 is not something that they would aspire for, but given the current situation, maybe 8 or 7 is what they would probably go for, right? Anyways, the halftime itself, Arsenal was leading 2-0, and then Aston Villa came back with a goal. But before that, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Emil Smith-Rowe sealed the deal for Arsenal Football Club. There you go. That was the first game that we had, guys. We are streaming live in pretty much all the social platforms, like even Facebook and Twitter as well. But then, yeah, let us. So you can join us in both Twitch and YouTube. So having said that, let's move on to the next game that we had for the day. Another big game, which was Chelsea against Norwich City. Complete domination from the Chelsea Football Club. Initially, when they came into the game, Chelsea came in as the table toppers, and Norwich were already in the 28th spot. And the difference was well explained between the first team and the 20th team in the league. We had Chelsea finishing off with 7 goals, out of which 5 goals were from academy graduates. Brilliant performance from the Chelsea Academy boys. Amazing, wonderful work from the Chelsea Academy boys. And we had a goal. I guess we had 17th different goal scorer for Chelsea in Callum Hudson-Odoi this season, and that is simply superb. Based. That exactly shows us what Chelsea is all about. Chelsea is not about individual brilliance; it's all about the system and the manager who um, enables the system to function well. So that's what Chelsea is all about, and they've done a tremendous job in winning this particular game 7-0 against Norwich City. Norwich City did give a lot of gap in the midfield region where Jorginho had some space and Kovacic had some space, and did they not exploit that? So very well, played for both Jorginho and Kovacic. They were able to find a lot of through balls and ensured that the attackers were getting their right opportunities. Tim Krul did a good job, except for that particular miss, I guess, which was the fifth goal where Callum Hudson-Odoi was trying to cross the ball in, but then it hit the arms of Tim Krul, and then the ball went inside the goal. So that was counted as an own goal as well because of a small deflection from the Norwich defense as well. So including that Norwich defender, there were 6 English people who scored in that particular game. So in terms of English fans, that is also a good sign for English folks who are getting the goals for their respective teams. So having said that, let us probably move to the next match in the line. Okay, Almighty Blue says that, haha, I'm second, and Blue Clouds TV was the first one to like the stream. So big up Blue Clouds TV, as as always, a wonderful supporter for this particular channel. He's been probably like the right hand for me in all these streams, and Almighty Blues as well, a constant supporter. Probably I can consider him as the left hand for this channel, and they've been doing tremendous job in supporting the channel. And as usual, thank you guys for extending your support. Big up guys, would have joined if I was not going live as well tonight. Hope to see you. I'm sure this will be great. Absolutely, we've got a lot of talking points for today, so I'm assuming this particular stream is going to go good. At the same time, he has a live as well scheduled later this week, so later today, so make sure that you check his live as well out, guys. He is a wonderful content creator, a lot of information. He's got a couple of channels as well, both Almighty Blues FC and Almighty Cricket channel as well. So just go ahead and check his channel as well. He is doing a great job there. Having said that, let's probably get back to our context, right? Okay, just a second, guys. I'm just looking at the Twitch thing. If things are working fine there. Yeah, it seems to be working fine there as well. Good to know. Good to know. All right. So yeah, let's see the next game, which is Crystal Palace against Newcastle United. Patrick Vieira was facing a managerless Newcastle United. I wouldn't really call it managerless because they did have their assistant coach managing this particular game, but Crystal Palace has been quite unlucky, if I'm to be honest. The way that they're playing, they deserve to get that 3 points, even with against Tottenham in the previous game. Was it against Tottenham or Arsenal? I'm not sure. But yeah, Arsenal, right, where Lacazette's final goal turned the tables, and it became a draw for Crystal Palace. They were not able to get a 3-point there, a well-deserving 3 points there. But in this game as well, Christian Benteke scored a goal at the 56th minute, and then Callum Wilson equalized at the 65-minute mark for Newcastle United, one of the most interesting and player to be looked after is Callum Wilson for Newcastle United. Hopefully, he has a lot more goals in this season and gets them out of the relegation zone. At this point in time, Norwich, Newcastle United, and Burnley do not have a good goal scoring record, and the Premier League start has not been that great. So they are in that relegation places and. are looking at a relegation battle at this point in time. So that is what we have in the Newcastle and the Crystal Palace game. And then we also had the Everton versus Watford game played at the Goodison Park. Graham Scott was the referee there. The match was kind of interesting. Tom Davis scored at the third minute itself for Everton. I mean, it's a good start for Everton. And then Joshua King with a beautiful hat trick for Watford, a well deserved hat trick for Joshua King. Richarlison as well scored a very good goal at the 63rd minute for Everton, which was responded very well by Kuka at the 78th minute, Juraj Kuka at the 78th minute, and Emmanuel Tennis at the 90 plus 1. And Watford get their points as well. I mean, Everton, before going into this game, we would have thought that Everton would have got the 3 points coming out of the game, but then the tables turned and Watford was able to get a victory and the 3 points out of this game thanks to a Joshua King hat trick there. And the ball possession was as well dominated by Everton, but they were not able to get that finesse right when it came to dominating the game. So that is where they lost the game. So Everton versus Watford is now towards Watford's side, 2-5 at full time. All right. So the next game that we've have in line is Leeds United versus Wolves. Leeds have been having a dreadful start to this particular Premier League season, and that was reflected in this particular draw against Wolves as well. Though this game was played at the Leeds home stadium, which is the Ellen Road, they still were not able to, get that 3 points. And they actually were trialing for the entirety of the game. Wolves had the initial chance, and they made sure that at 10 minutes, Huang Hee Chan at 10 minutes did provide a very good goal, followed by, they were, Leeds were playing behind for the entire match, and at the end of 90th minute or at the 90th minute they were able to get something out of the game, and maybe they got it at the 90 plus 4, that to a penalty shot out from Rodrigo from Leeds United to get the game equalized, a 1-1 equalizer there. And then we had Southampton versus Burnley game as well. Southampton and Burnley, they played out for a draw. Southampton, the Saints Stadium, St. Mary's Stadium, Southampton. That's exactly where this particular game took place. Chris Kavanagh was the referee for the game. Valentino Livramento at 41 minutes. Armando Broja at 50 minutes. A couple of goals from Southampton. Maxwell Carnett at 13 minutes and 57 minutes, scoring a double for Burnley and getting a point there. Southampton should have been able to get a win out of this game, given the current state of Burnley. But then this has gone for a draw, a 2-2 draw. And if I'm to be honest, Southampton did miss out on picking up 3 points in this particular game. Moving further, we had that Brighton versus Manchester City game as well. Brighton got a goal towards the later half of the game, but then what a performance this is from Manchester City. Ike Gundogan starts off with a 13-minute goal, and then Phil Foden, a double from Phil Foden, 28 minute and 31 minute. Phil Foden doing a great job for Manchester City, followed by Riyad Mahrez at the 90 plus 5 towards the end, ensured that Manchester City were comfortably positioned for a victory. Gabriel Jesus, Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden also get assists for the 4 goals that Manchester City scored. So with that, Brighton would probably, we all thought Brighton would drop from the 4th spot and Manchester City would probably get to the 3rd spot. Yeah, Manchester City did get to the 3rd spot, but then Brighton, on the other hand, I guess they're still retaining the 4th spot thanks to that bad performance from Manchester United against Liverpool, which we'll be looking at in quite some time now. But anyways, that is what it is, guys. Up next, the next match that we have in the line was Brentford versus Leicester. This happened on the Sunday, the following day. Brentford lost against Leicester City in their home Brentford Community Stadium. Zanka at the 60th minute for Brentford, but then Talisman with a beautiful goal at the 14th minute, and James Madison with another goal at the 74th minute. Patson Daka as well contributed to the game with an assist for Leicester City, but Matthias Jensen at the 60th minute, a beautiful assist for Zanka to get Brentford up in the game at 60th minute, but that did not provide to be the winner, or that did not provide anything for Brentford because they lost the game 1-2 against Leicester City. That firmly also put Leicester City in a position in the top 10 position at this point in time, and they are moving up, guys. They are moving up, and Tielemans and Madison help Leicester move into the ninth spot. Right. Having said that, let's move on to the next game that we have, which is West Ham United versus Tottenham. Um, Oh my God. I don't know what to say for this particular game. We all expected Tottenham to bounce back in this game. West Ham United at the same time did a wonderful, I mean, they played a wonderful game. Tottenham initially dominated possession, but then lost track towards the end of the game. Like Michel Antonio, 72nd minute, a beautiful goal for him as well. Halftime, they were 0-0. They were not able to be separated, but then Michel Antonio ensured that there was a 3 point that they could pick up for the Hammers at the London Stadium at London. West Ham United from a very good and Aaron Cresswell assist. So there you go, 3 points for West Ham United, and Tottenham are now in the mud. And last but not the least, guys, Manchester United versus Liverpool. Several talking point in this game. I would have loved if there was a lot of people who joined the stream, but we don't have a lot of people in the stream today. So we just go ahead and then talk about this particular game as well. 0-5 Manchester United 0 and Liverpool 5 goals. Manchester United from the start were not even in the game. A Salah hat trick, thanks to a Salah hat trick, Liverpool scored 5 goals from the start. Nothing went well for Manchester United, and Paul Pogba as well got a red card, and as well as that, Ronaldo as well, got an yellow card. Not just Ronaldo, guys. The team in itself had 6 yellow cards in the game, while Liverpool did not even have an yellow card. Right, so they played with a different temperament. Yeah, things are not going your way, but then playing that way and ensuring Naby Keita, Pogba, that was unsportsmanlike the way that he reacted to that situation. And apart from that, even when we talk about um, Ronaldo, who was trying to hit the ball towards that corner area on John's, tried to hit him twice or thrice on his hips. Thankfully, he hit the ball, so it was just an yellow card. If that had been in on his body, then it would have been given a red card, right? So, very bad performance from Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Not something that I expected. He should be at any point in time controlling his temper as someone as one of the greatest players who have played the game ever. When you come onto the pitch and when you face something like this, you're expected to react in a positive way. I mean, at any given point in time, because you are a player of that sort of a caliber, and the way that he reacted was bad, if you ask me. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Manchester United have lost the game terribly at the Old Trafford Stadium. I could see people walking out of the stadium after even for the first half in itself plays. Maybe after 60 minutes, people started walking away from Old Trafford when Salah hit that goal, the fifth goal of the match on the 58th minute. Nothing went well for Manchester United, and the tactics were all over the place. The defense was all over the place. The center defensive midfielders, both Fred and McTominay, didn't even know what to do, and they were always out of their position, and they were not able to contribute to the attack as well. And I also observed that the attackers were not able to contribute to the defensive play when they have to track back. They were not able to track back. They didn't even have that. Uh, thought process of tracking back. That's how I put it. So a very bad performance for Manchester United. They have to change something if they have to get something out of this, following fixtures, because they have a very difficult fixtures lined up as well, guys. Let's be honest about it. They've got a Manchester City game to come. They've got a Chelsea game as well. So it's going to be very difficult, guys. It's going to be very, very difficult for Manchester United if they don't do anything about it. And one more thing that I wanted to let you guys know as well: Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job is at this point in time is at a very huge risk. Fabrizio Romano confirmed that there are meetings that is being held at Manchester United, board meetings that is being held along with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for this particular issue. Maybe, just maybe, he might be shown the door from the Manchester United owners, lasers. But it's all just a speculation at this point in time. Even if Ole is being shown the door, who is going to replace Manchester United manager position at this point in time? That's a bigger question mark. We've got Antonio Conte, who is at this point in time not employed in any job, so he could be a very good option as well. But would you go with Antonio Conte because he is someone who expects immediate success? And Manchester United are traditionally people who rely on their managers and expect their managers to be performing with them for a longer period of time. We've seen that with Louis Van Gaal. We've seen that with I mean, Robin, who's that guy? Anderson. I forgot that manager's name, but yeah, who was the Manchester United managers before that, right? They've been given an extended run of time, except for Jose Mourinho, because there was a bad environment that was surrounding Manchester United at the point in time, so they did not extend. They did not give Mourinho an extended period at Manchester United, but otherwise, Man U are the team who likes to have their managers for an extended period of time, and that is exactly the reason why I don't see someone like Antonio Conte fitting Manchester United's style of management, or the management style rather. It will be interesting in the coming weeks if at all, and Ole loses his job. Antonio Conte could be an option as well. Hi, bro, just popped in for a minute. All right, all right. Thanks for popping in, Mighty Blues. It's always a pleasure to have you in. We were just discussing about the Liverpool versus Manchester United game, and then we were talking about how Ole could possibly lose his job. Fabrizio Romano just confirmed that there is a board meeting that is going on at Manchester United. Manchester United board meeting is going on for maybe this has got to do with something of a manager sacking. That could be a possibility. So we never know. But if that is the case, then who is the next manager for Manchester United? Who could possibly be the next manager for Manchester United? To be honest, I don't see Antonio Conte being one of those choices, because he is someone who expects immediate success, and he always stays in a particular team for a short period of time. But then what we expect out of, or what generally Manchester United fans expect out of their own team, is a longer vision, a vision for a longer term, like, even considering from Alex Ferguson and Louis Van Gaal and everyone. So that is exactly the reason why I don't see them going with Antonio Conte. But if at all they go with it, then it would be difficult to see. It would be different to observe how they, get the team successful out of it. But then Antonio Conte wouldn't be a bad shout as well. Only thing is that his management tactics differ from that of what Manchester United would want, or Manchester United fans would like, or even Glazers would like, or Glazers would love. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. And apart from that, there is Eddie Howe as well being called for this particular position. Eddie Howe is a good shout. AFC Bournemouth. He did manage to bring a lot of players through the rank. He is a good performer. He is a manager who relies on young players to come through the ranks and perform for the team. So Eddie Howe could be a good choice as well. But my question, if it is going to be Eddie Howe, is that can he manage the egos of Pogba, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes in the same dressing room? That is exactly the reason why I don't see Eddie Howe as one of the natural choice for this position, because as one part of this particular manager job also calls for is the man management. You've got big heads, big players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, or maybe Marcus Rashford is still young, but then you also have Paul Pogba. You've got Edison Cavani. These are very big players at their peak of their career. So at this point in time, if you bring in a manager who's not achieved really great things for the clubs that he has managed, it would probably result in a situation as similar as that of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he will not be able to have a control over the players, and that's exactly what might happen if they try and bring in Eddie Howe. So there are other names thrown out as well, from ranging from even Steve Bruce, but honestly speaking, Roberto Martinez could be a very good shout out. So, but guys, it will be interesting in the coming weeks as to who Manchester United will select as their new manager, if at all they sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. With that, we've discussed pretty much what we had for the game week 9. We did not have a lot of people joining in the stream, so we will cut short the timing of this particular stream. Hopefully, we will be going live in this particular week as well for the cup games that is to happen, and also towards the weekend we have the Premier League games. So having said that, there are a ton of contents coming in VJ for Sports. We've got the World Cup, Cricket World Cup as well happening, so we will bring in some content from that as well. So stay tuned to the channel. It's always entertaining and encouraging for me to talk to you guys, and you know have a very good discussion and have a good conversation as well. But nevertheless, it was a good stream. It was a good week of Premier League games as well, and I'm hoping to observe a lot more Premier League games down the road, and come up with content that you guys would enjoy. Until that, this is VJ signing off. You guys have a great week ahead. See you soon.